Have you ever heard of a Joshua tree? They can be, they can reach very, 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 very old age. And they exist, especially in a place called Joshua Tree National Park out west, California. Okay, hold that thought. Were you a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout? I was a Boy Scout. Kathy is a Scout leader who has about 60 different troops under her firm command and control here in North Georgia. Well, the Atlanta area, really. Molly's a Girl Scout, has been since second grade. She's now in high school. It's just good training. And it's good learning, I should say. You're not really trained in Scouts, except there are certain things that you're made aware of. The fact that we live on in a natural environment. Things are not iPhones and fast food and plastic bullshit. There is an element of life, the predominant element, it used to be, that is natural and nurturing and giving. And the reason I bring this up, one of the things that you are taught as a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout is very simply leave your campsite in better shape when you leave than it was when you arrive. There's also the admonition, take nothing but photographs, leave nothing but footprints when you go into the natural world. Well, as you know, we're in the middle of Trump's destruction of government, and as a result of that, Trump supporters are running wild all over the goddamn country. For example, excuse me, CNN, in a piece that they posted late today, this afternoon, CNN says there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who take it upon themselves to go to understaffed national parks to keep them clean during the Trump destruction of government. And then there are those who set up illegal campsites and cut down Joshua trees in the national park of the same goddamn name. You go to a place called Joshua Park or Joshua Tree National Park, what are you going to do? Cut down the Joshua trees. These people should be kept far away from Redwood National Park, right? These crazy fucks. These are Trump supporters. There's no such thing as anything worth saving to a Trump supporter. Nothing. Nothing. If you can't buy it, it doesn't exist to these assholes. The park superintendent at California's Joshua Tree National Park, the park superintendent, David Smith, told the writer for an article in National Parks Traveler, a magazine, quote, there are about a dozen instances of extensive vehicle traffic off roads where they're not supposed to go, and in some cases into wilderness. We had destruction of government property with the cutting of chains and locks for people to access campgrounds. We've never seen this level of out-of-bounds camping before. Every day use area was occupied every evening. Joshua trees were actually cut down in order to make roads to get into areas where vehicles are not allowed. What the fuck kind of a creature does that? A Trump supporter, a Trump voter, a locker-upper, Mexico, asshole. That's who does that. Pictures shared by the National Park Service and the nonprofit news organization National Parks Traveler show a downed Joshua tree and illegal campsites in California's Joshua Tree National Park. Now, despite what Trump is doing to destroy everything in this country, everything, this fucker is a one-man destruction crew. He wants to see it all go down because he is so useless and worthless. And he lives in this shit temple to what? To acquisitions. This shit temple to possessions, Mar-a-Lago, and the area that he lives in Midtown Manhattan. He doesn't give a fuck about the natural world. It's there to irritate him. And he wants everything destroyed. He wants it, and he's doing a goddamn good job, isn't he? Let's have a round of applause for the way Donald Trump is destroying every fucking thing in America. So despite Trump's destruction of government, park officials at the Joshua Tree National Park have been able to keep most of the park accessible to tourists, to people who want to experience, because it's not going to be available much longer, to experience what the natural world feels like, if nothing else, on a temporary basis, on a momentary basis. So park officials have been able to keep most of the park accessible to the people who want to visit. But on Tuesday, they announced the park would temporarily close so they could clean up, enforce safety, and repair the damage due to vandalism. Vandalism. What kind of a fucking subhuman does that? A Trump supporter. A Make America Great Again asshole. That's who does that. Officials said on the park's website this, quote, while the vast majority of those who visit Joshua Tree National Park do so in a responsible manner, there have been incidents of new roads being created by motorists and the destruction of Joshua trees in recent days that have precipitated the closure. The statement went on to say at their website, law enforcement rangers will continue to patrol the park and enforce the closure until park staff complete the necessary cleanup and park protection measures. So the answer to his question, the park superintendent or the officials, you know, who does this kind of shit? There's only one group of people in the country who would do this, a group of adults, and that would be Trump supporters. Hey, look at the funny little tree. Cut the fucker down. I want to take my off-road vehicle down there. Ah! Make America great again, motherfucker. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. You have your choice. You can listen to the ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.